Welcome to Deadline Day. So here we go then, it is Deadline Day and we're back today with some Grassroots to Glory. It's Salford and we need one position in particular. I've decided we need a new right back. I've looked through what we have currently in the team and as good as Ndonga ideas, it's that ability of getting the crosses in, that dribbling. He's not the fastest of lads. A bit pace at 14 isn't too bad, but we could definitely improve on that. So it's Deadline Day and we're going to find a right back. But before that though, if you're enjoying the series so far and you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on the way to 500 subscribers. Big landmark for the channel, big landmark. So help us get there. 500, here we go. Right, so yeah, right backs. Right back is the position I really think we need to get for today. As we go into Deadline Day now, we can actually confirm that we are taking part. As the screen changes over, boom, beautiful stuff. We've got a few players in mind so far for this Deadline Day special. These are the four we're looking at for right back right now. Interestingly enough, Porto's B team player, 20 years of age, and then the rest a bit older, 21-year-old Southampton, Matt Barnard as well. So we'll go for each one. We're not fully scouted all these players yet, but from what you can see, I reckon these four could be potential to be starters straight away for us and come into this team and change things up for us. So let's get into the first one. Samuel Pastoriza. I mean, you can't see much, but the determination is quite high. Jumping reach not about 6'5" for a right back as well, by the way. 6'5" for a right back. The problem is though, we can't see how fast he is, which is a bit of a problem. A lot about right back and not having any speed. So at the moment, Samuel is not number one choice. Next up, Maj Rostev. He's at Burnley, who've been newly relegated as well. 28 years of age, Danish international, 12 caps for them. You can see there, very good acceleration, good pace, crossing and dribbling ability, definitely better than Ndonga. Madge could be the favourite. He could be the favourite to come in for out of these four. Matt Bernard comes in next. Okay, again, we can't really see much in terms of the pace, the acceleration. Again, 10 to 12, but the crossing and dribbling we can't see anything of. So I'm put off. Being Deadline Day, we need to get someone who can come in and start straight away. And then Bola is the last option. Aston Villa, 27-year-old Hungarian, but I mean, the acceleration, the pace, they're going to be pretty good. The crossing ability, we're not 100% sure on, but the dribbling is pretty good. So we're in a tough boat, basically. It is kind of between getting Bola and the Rostev. I mean, they're both at their later stage of their career, 27, 28. We're paying a lot more money to get the lad from Burnley in, but I think we're guaranteed more of a complete player right now at 28 years old. He can do a few seasons for us at Salford and hopefully help us get the top half finish this season. So, this is the plan. We're going to go in straight away. Start Deadline Day. No messing around. Newly relegated, so we're going to say £8 million straight in. We've got 10 million to spend. And obviously we'll go through Deadline Day today. Kind of see who else comes available. Maybe chuck in an extra loan player. Why not? I mean, we've got some pretty good depth now here at Salford. We've brought in Barros as a centre-back, right-back option. But again, he's not costing us anything. And I thought, oh, he's a good little youth prospect. We can see how he gets on. I don't think he's going to be good enough to play, honestly. I really don't think he's going to be good enough to play. He's a pacey defender. If we really need someone centre-back, but 6'1", he's not great. He's not great. So we'll see what happens with Barros. And obviously we've bought in Bergwijn on loan already. We've done a lot of business. Fabio Silva, Ricky J. Jones coming on a permanent deal now. You've seen all the permanent deals from the last episode. So today's episode basically is a case of we're going through Deadline Day and seeing what comes available. Josh Pask is available for transfer now, by the way, if anyone interested. We're going to decline the press conference though, because we don't need to talk about it. If an offer comes in, an offer comes in for him. But we're kind of going to go through the moments today and just see if anyone good comes available we could go for. And the other option being, if we get a right back, basically. Basically just getting a right back today. Loan offers for Bola, okay. I mean, we keep an eye on that. And Ross has got an offer from Leeds now for 11.75 million. I mean, we can't really match that, that's the problem. Are they actually gone all in for 11.75 or... There's only a recent offer there. It doesn't actually show the offer for him there from Leeds, oddly enough. But it's only they've offered 11.75 million. Okay, negotiate the deal. 6 month instalments, 4.6 million. So this current season cost is the problem. I mean, replacement straight away. We don't get rid of that. We can't give them that much right now. Can we put this over 6 months possibly instead? That comes to 10 million. I mean, that seems alright. Oh, I want to sign a replacement first. I mean, no. You can't sign a replacement first. we need him right now. You have 13 hours to get a replacement in. And that isn't ideal, really. As Bowler's accepted loan offers, we could lose out on the Bowler deal right now as well. Oh my days, how much more do they want now? That is ridiculous. 29 million. Are you having a laugh, really? I mean, no, we're not paying that. We'll see what we did originally. 10 million now. I'll give you 5 million over installments. Maybe? Actually, no. Let's say 9 million now then, okay. And then we can give you 4 million over installments. I think we can just about stretch to that. Let's see what they go with that one instead. But I mean, it's not looking great for us so far. First 2 hours of deadline day, and we're not getting our man. Speculation persists that Adam Phillips could be leaving Salford Stadium. Could he really? I don't think he is somehow. It's news to me. It's news to me. I can't see Adam going anywhere today, honestly. Oh, they've negotiated it again. This is ridiculous. We have to say no, don't we? Can we get him for bowler still? We've got 12 hours. 12 hours to go. I mean, we can't really see much of him, but if we just go with a bid now from Aston Villa, I think they'd be happy to get their money now to get loan him out, realistically. So 1.9 million. Bit of a cheaper deal for us as well. So it means lots of money spare. 12 hours to go. There could come some other players available, fingers crossed. Right, so we've had this come through. Bowl offer accepted, but we've not actually been able to offer him a contract, oddly enough. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Defoe's going out on loan for the season. He ain't in the first team plans this season. He's on for the future. He's not bad still. Like, I mean, he could probably be around the first team right now, but I'd rather get him that first team experience, being out there, doing what he can do. He's gone to Brest, that's fine. Barnard's gone to Horn Lows. We can't go for Matt Barnard no more, which is fine. We haven't got him enough anyway. 11 hours to go. And things are hotting up here. And we've still got no movement in terms of getting this guy in. I mean, we've brought in Augusto Silva. There's someone different we're going to bring in, of course. We've got about Augusto Silva. He's coming in today. On loan at the end of the season. Job done. I mean, it's another attacking player, though, but we need to get a right back in. 10 hours to go. And we still don't have any confirmation in terms of this right back option. This could be a tight one. This could be interesting. So 9 hours to go. We came into our skill shortlist now. Have a little look at some people we've been scouting. Kumar is a very interesting option. It's going to cost a lot more money than we want to pay, but if we can try and structure the deal properly, he could come in straight away. Start 18 years of age, one for the future as well. I mean, it looks pretty good overall. I'm just wondering if we can get a deal sorted for him. If we can lower this down, say 10 million now, and then we'll offer the long instalment game, the long game, of course. Actually, we'll drop this down to 9 instead. We can say, oh, we'll offer you 5 million over time. So 9.75 this window, which is pretty good for us. 15 million. Okay, let's add something else in here as well. Let's say after some international appearances, maybe. Yes, 20 international games, we'll give you another 5 million. It's not too bad. We'll offer that over to him. 19 million in total for him, but he seems like it'll be worth it. So fingers crossed, Palace will be up for selling him. 9 hours to go. And at the moment, what's this now? They've rejected the offer. They have rejected the offer. Okay. Let's add something else in here then. Let's say after 50 league games, we'll chuck you another 2 million. Splitting the deal, 21 million. That's a more than reasonable offer. They just rejected it straight out. They couldn't have, surely. 9 hours to go, and they've rejected it again. They have actually rejected it again. Where's this other guy we've been bidding for? What's the latest here? Bowler. Nothing's happening with him. Interestingly, we got offer again for him. 1.9 million. Yeah, they've accepted it. Brilliant. Great news. That would do lovely. Fingers crossed. Offer's been. There we go. That's better. Offer accepted. Other interest from Bristol City. I mean, you're playing the Premier League, mate. I think you got the better option right here, haven't you? Important player. So we drop that to regular starter maybe instead. He's happy with that. That's good news. 34 grand a week. I mean, is it worth it? What's he on right now? 54. So I mean, he's taking a reduction to come here. To be fair, maybe say 3 years instead. He wants 4. Okay, we'll take 4 years. We'll take 4 years for him. Bowler coming about on right back looks like the likely option here. I mean, physicals are really good. Mentals, you can't fully tell, but there's like minimums of 10 for most things, apart from bravery possibly. Aggression could be 9. Positioning could be 9. So, okay. But I mean, this is the worrying part here. That crossing's anywhere near 8 or 9. I wouldn't be great. I'd rather be near the 12s. First touch as well, which, I mean, it could be lower. We'll have to see what happens with him, but I mean, he's definitely a good option to go with right now compared to what we have there now. And Don Guide is the other option right now. We're not fully scouted, so let's have a look. We can't fully see him or anything yet. All we can see is defending. They're both equal at 12s. So, Bowler could be the option. 8 hours to go in. Let's see what happens. So, at 7 hours to go, I'm just having a quick look for our team quickly. Is there anyone else we can do with improving? And Don Guide's got a 3-star. Obviously, the new boy is around 3 stars as well. So, them two could probably be fighting for that right back position this season. It's not a massive improvement, but in terms of the rest of it, really. Defensively, I mean, there's a few 3 stars there. Tommy Doyle just came in, only 3 star, but could potentially go 3.5 still. It's decent. Matthew Dowsey's 3 now, but potentially go to 5. I reckon he'll get there. He's had a very good season so far. 3 goals in 4 games. Not a bad start for him. I mean, besides that, really, we're looking a bit further down here. Is there anything from the bench you can try and improve on? I'm just thinking loan options. Is there anything popping up last minute here today? I was like, you know what? Could be worth a pop going for some of these players, maybe. We can't get anyone from the Premier League. That is the only problem, though. We've hit our Premier League quota at this point. So we'd have to go club, division. He's not in the Premier League. Is there anyone takes our fancy? Anyone that pops up here? It's going to be different as well. I mean, I think most of them are going to be like new gens by this point, really. We're like 6 years in, so that might be like a person available we do know of. Ronnie Lopez, he's been around the block a few years now. He's at Crystal Palace currently, 31 years of age, but we have brought in someone who can play out wide already and that cam role, so nothing different there, really. Augustin Alvarez, we've looked at a few times now, 26 years of age there, but for another striker, it's probably not really needed right now, really, within the team. It's more if there's that one big star, that one elder person who can come in, on loan the rest of the season, and just create a bit of magic. You never know. Just one of those players. It's one of those players. You never know. We'll have a look, see what we can find. It could be crazy if you like, but a 37-year-old Jordan Henderson still at Liverpool right now. 155 grand a week. It's a bit more than what we want to pay him. But he's that contract at the end of this season. I'm just wondering if Hendo coming in at 37 could be a useful option possibly for us. Would he be interested? He doesn't want to join Salford. Okay. I mean, it was a long shot. It definitely was a long shot. We looked at Mo Salah. I mean, we've already looked there already. We're having a look around by see if anyone pops up. I mean, Marcelo Brozovic is 2.9 million. He's 34 by this point. He's still really good. He's transfer listed, actually, to be fair. I mean, it would be the worst deal for Brozovic. He's a bit older now than what we'd expect to get at midfield, but at the same time, not a bad little one. 7 hours to go. We'll see how this develops. Fingers crossed. This could develop into something else. News-wise so far, nothing else really happened. Obviously, we've had the Bola offer accepted. And we're kind of just seeing what else was available now. If anyone's available, we're seeing there. We've looked at Mo Salah, and it was definitely told he's not interested at all. And same with Brozovic, he's not interested as well. 2.9 million, not interested in coming to us. Getting a big name in on deadline day is always going to be a bit of an issue, but I think if we keep looking, we'll find him. We'll find that person we need, that big star, and bring him to Salford today. Right, 7 hours to go, and okay, we made an offer for Neymar, and Spurs have said yeah, but Neymar's basically said no chance, mate. Squad isn't strong enough to play at a level matching my ambitions. Neymar, you're 35 now, and Spurs are willing to let you go for absolute pennies for how much you're really worth. I mean, you're an absolute ton of money, and you're saying no to Salford. Okay. Interesting one. We tried. We've tried to get some interesting players in here. 6 hours to go. Still no right back confirmed. And Cyril Muller rejected as well. Okay. You can see there's a bit of a theme here. Players who are in the prime in real life right now. Around 35, 37 within game. And they're all saying no to us. What have they suggested? Unacceptable. They're not interested in selling Immobile at all. At the age of 37, he's still an elite striker. I mean, to be fair, he still looks absolutely incredible. There's no wonder they won't get go from really. I'll take him 1,000,000% right now, but it seems to be the same sort of thing right now. We're getting told a lot of no's. Going for deadline day, just trying to see if we can poach anyone that's maybe on the later years now, like N'Golo Kante. I mean, you can go for quite cheap at 36 years of age. But again, it looks absolutely incredible. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying this stuff. 7 million. I mean, get rid of the replacement thing. Now what they're saying. I mean, it's affordable, but I don't think he's going to say, yeah, we need to be a bit more realistic, don't we? Let's say, who are interested in transfers? Slight interest. That might help, maybe. Any big names pop up now to us, really, looking at this list? Gagliardini, I mean, he's not really a big name, is he? St. Tosson. They're not really John Guidetti. I mean, they're not really, like, big profile name. John Joe Shelby? Will he come back at age 35 now? Come back from France? Possibly. Would he really get in the team? Probably not. And his physicals are absolutely muddied by this point, really. I'm looking through this list, and there's not one single player that stands out to us here. Not one. Okay, I might have spoke too soon. We need a right back. Now, age 36, Kieran Trippier, he's at Bologna. You can get him for around 100 grand, possibly. 21 grand a week. I mean, he probably isn't the best of players at this point, really, age 36, but I mean, free kicks can be pretty decent as well. We all know what he's done in real life. We've all seen him score free kicks in the past. So there we go. Let's try 110k. Kieran Trippier. Try and get him through the door last minute. I mean, if we see any more on this list quickly, we might pop out and get a few more. Maybe Andros Townsend. How old's he now at this point, Townsend? Probably, he's 36. I mean, a lot of these players are in their later years now. And there's no one that I'm really thinking is going to improve the team that much. I mean, Trippier would be a nice shout, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right, 5 hours remaining. We've got an offer to sell Timmy. Yeah, he can go. We're not playing him. That's fine. Trippier's offer accepted. Trippier is interesting coming to Salford. I love this. Fringe player? Yeah, sure. If you want to be a fringe player, it's fine. 7k. Bargain, yes. 2-year deal. In comes Kieran Tripps, hopefully. Love that. Oh, Bowler's been rejected. Of course he's been rejected. So we're going to say no to Bowler. We're going to put our full faith in a 36-year-old Kieran Trippier coming in to play right back by the looks of it. Him and Ndongo, it'd be interesting pairing. So where's he actually been? Actually, since Atletico, went to Newcastle for 25 million. They went on a free to Bologna after 3 years. And since then, I mean, he's played every game, to be fair, though, hasn't he? And even this season, starting 1 goal, 1 assist, 5 games in. Kieran Trippier, get in the door. Come on, here we go. 5 hours to go. Hopefully get Trips in. Maybe one more signing, hopefully, across the door. Who knows? Who knows? Oddly enough, on our tour of players who probably retired by now, looking around for people, Leo Messi's now the Barcelona manager. At age 40, he's gone straight in from being a player at PSG, had a 2-year break. Now he's managing Barcelona. It's absolutely insane. They've just straight away, like, you know what? Here you go, Leo. Have the keys to the castle. Welcome back. Come manage our team. I mean, it's a good team. Evan Olsen, Di Mia, Florentino Luis, Lamar's there now, Lucas Hernandez, Garcia, Rojo. Depay's even on the bench still. It's a very good team. Salomiyakis is there. Kimpembe, Bentancur. I mean, fair play, Messi. You've built a pretty good team here. Frankie de Jong's still there as well. Pereira from Leicester. But yeah, interestingly, 4 hours to go, and we're currently looking at Barcelona team, which we can't get any of their players, I don't think. Mamadou Koulibaly could be a good shout. 26 million, possibly not then. Probably not. Right, 4 hours to go. Kieran Trippier's confirmed. I don't know how this will work out for us, honestly. Age 36, Kieran Trippier. I mean, good crossing. He can't really run that much anymore, so he'd probably be a starter, really. So we've gone from trying to sign a starting right back to a backup behind a Ndongo now, which, okay, probably isn't ideal, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Trippier's got some good bits about him. Mentals are incredible. Physically, he's not great now, really. So really, we've brought in a right back that can't actually start for us. So we haven't really improved the team at all here. 4 hours to go, and we're still looking for one more piece of the puzzle, let's say, that can really improve Salford going into the season. I mean, money-wise, we got money to burn still. We've got 10 million still. Obviously, it only cost 100 grand to get in Kieran Trippier. 27,000 in wages. Obviously, that can be adjusted as well. So we'll keep an eye out. 4 hours to go. Hopefully, we can strike one more deal. Why have I bought in Kieran Trippier? Honestly, I don't understand what we've done that for. Why did we pull out? You didn't get a work permit. I could probably say in the press conference, really, couldn't I? But you know what? We're not going to. I'm not going to. Yeah, I don't get why we bought Kieran Trippier in. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't really improve us, does he, at all? Well, I was going to say not that much at all. It doesn't improve us at all, really, Kieran Trippier. He's definitely a backup at this point in his career. He's 36. He ain't going to be starting very many games, you'd imagine. We're seeing who's actually available for transfer right now, if anyone takes our fancy. Tom Davies at Everton. He's still there. 31 million. No, okay. Probably not then. Probably not. Let's get on to the cheaper side of things here and have a look if anyone pops out here really to us. But, I mean, from what I've seen so far today, Alanga, unhappy, wants to go out on loan, wants some playing time. He's at Bristol City now as well. He's 25 now, and that, to be fair, it looks pretty garbage, to be fair. So's Alanga. He don't look great, do you? Elliot Anderson could be a shout. He's been around for a few years in this game now. He's 24 at this point. I mean, he doesn't look great, really. He hasn't really improved very much. So, again, probably one we're going to leave our... Stay away from, basically. We're going to stay away from that one. We're just looking through the list here in case anyone really sticks out to us like something we can afford to get in. It's really going to improve this team right now. But, honestly, I'm not seeing nothing. Right, so here's a thought. Bournemouth have, through look ahead, I'm in the Championship right now. He can play right back as well as centre back, to be fair. I mean, the problem is, though, it's the same problem we've already had with Ndongo. He's not much of a crosser and dribbler. He's a pretty good option. He could probably start centre back for us as well, over what we have already at age 30 now. But, I mean, is our budget gone on someone who we don't realistically probably need? It is tempting, though. It is tempting. I'm still going through this list. I've still been going through it. We've got 4 hours to go. Nothing's really stepping out to us. I think we could be done unless something massive happens in the last 2-3 hours now. That really takes our fancy. I think we could be done. 2 hours to go. And you could say this could be an interesting one. Ivan Toney came away off 2.7 million. Okay, he's 31. But I mean, he still looks really good from what you can see here. We probably don't need another striker, but for this sort of like bargain, we seem reckless not to go for him really as a backup striker this season for us. Really, 2-year deal, 35 grand a week. It seems like a pretty good deal. There is another offer we've put out there for a Man City player. You might know him, Jack Grealish. It's been rejected anyway. I mean, it's a bit of a ridiculous deal, honestly, looking at it. 5 million now, and then the 51 million over time. I mean, we was asking for a lot, wasn't we, really, for that one? But Ivan Toney's coming in, though. Bit of an interesting one to end deadline day, really. Ivan Toney, 31-year-old striker. I mean, I don't think we really need the other striker, honestly, right now. That is the only problem here. I mean, we got Ricky J. Jones, Fabio Silva. We do have Tong Ming as well, which we have signed at the end of last season as well. So, bringing in a 4th striker, really, probably wasn't what was on the cards today. Obviously, we've brought in Agostino Silva as well on loan for the season. He can play that CM role. He can play that cam role as well for us. So, it looks like, going into the final hour here, things might just end on the big signing of the day. Ivan Toney coming in, as Tottenham have signed Grealish in the end. Of course they have. 30 million. Okay, yeah, we couldn't match that. There was never a chance of us getting 30 million together for Grealish. But Ivan Toney, good bit of business. When we go into the final 30 minutes of deadline day, I don't see anything else happening, but never say never. Right, 15 minutes to go. We've had an offer accepted for Per Schurz to go in defence. I don't think we'll go over the line in time. We continue now. I don't think we're going to get him. The deadline, it's closed. It's been cancelled. Of course it's been cancelled. Oh my days. Of course, in typical fashion, deadline day ends and we didn't get our man. I mean, we bought in Barros, we bought in Trippier, we bought in Bergwijn, but late on, Per Schurz would have been absolutely amazing at the centre-back for us. Really solid defender, still good pace about him. He's 27 now, so he's in his prime years as well, and we've lost out on Per. But I mean, the other ones are Ivan Toney coming in, that's not a bad option at all, really. And bringing in Kieran Trippier, not bad business at all. Guys, thank you so much for watching this transfer special. Of course, the transfers are done now. We're back next episode with some more Premier League action. We take Salford to the top half of the table. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.